My favorite boxer is Terrence Crawford. His name is Terrence Crawford, not Jamal Crawford. Sorry, brother. You know, I don't, I don't idolize anybody. Jamal Crawford is a great basketball player, and the reason I confuse you with him is because he's a great basketball player that's not really recognized. And and honestly, like, I know you're famous and stuff. Terrence Crawford is famous, but he's not. He wasn't. Look, for me, like, the way we see it in the media, in the world, like, we see Canelo everywhere, but we don't see Terrence Crawford. You know what I mean? We see Terrence Crawford, but we don't. You know what I mean? But I understand why now, because he's a real one, and he's my favorite boxer now. He really is. Not because of any of his fights, but because who he is as a person. He's a real man. And you know what? And I'm not saying Canelo isn't a real man, but he's still a boy in a way. You know what I mean? He's that same boy that lost to your boy. You know what I mean? Your boy fucking Money Mayweather. And he's still a boy too. You know what I mean? We're all children of God. But you could tell when a man has become a man. And Terrence Crawford is a real man. And, no Homo sapien here, man. It's all Jesus, amen? It's all Jesus. No Homo sapien. We didn't come from fucking apes. Fuck that shit. I ain't no monkey. I'm a super saiyan, amen? Sorry to take it that way, but yeah. Take it in that route. And I'm not talking about Dragon Ball Super. I'm talking about the real DBZ, amen? But anyways, I'm not going to get into that. Terrence Crawford is a real one. Terrence Crawford is a real one. He's my favorite boxer. And I don't think I've ever even seen a fight of his. But just who he is, I know he's a good boxer. I've seen a lot of people box. One of my favorite fights ever, Shane Mosley versus freaking Mayweather. That was a great fight, I've seen a lot of De La Hoya fights, you know what I mean? Of course, you got the greats like Mike Tyson. You have freaking Rocky. Amen. The real Rocky. And, even though there's a real Rocky Marciano, I'm the Rocky Balboa, you know what I mean? I'm out here on these streets, ready to challenge anyone. I'm ready to challenge another real one, you know what I mean? I'm ready to challenge that man that wouldn't hurt a man that lets him go to his family.